Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing, and welcome to Vlogmas day number 5. And so today what I'm going to be sharing with you is what I consider to be the most easiest growing plants thus far in my collection. And I want to start off with this one that's right behind me. I'm currently in my home office, so let's get this one. This is my Cebu Blue Pothos, and she is just growing and growing, and she has not caused me any problems whatsoever. Look how thick she is on the top. You can barely even see the soil. And she's just not caused me any problems whatsoever. I water her maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. She's still in just a regular ugly black nursery pot. I haven't been able to find a cute decorative cover pot for her yet. But because this nursery pot is so deep, I water her thoroughly, and then I don't have to water her for at least 2 to 3 weeks. But she's did well. I got her, I want to say I got her early spring. She did well in spring, she did well in summer. We now fall, didn't miss a beat, and now we're here at winter. And she's just continuing to grow, and I see quite a bit of new growth coming in. And so yeah, she's been a really easy plant for me. So let me put her back. Now, the next plant I want to share with you, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pick her up, but give me a minute and I'm going to show you the next plant. Oh my goodness, she is a beauty. She's a beast, a beauty and a beast. So this is my pothos. Look at this plant. Can you see how massive her leaves are? She's kind of heavy, so let me see if I can figure out a way to hold her where she won't be so heavy for me. Okay, maybe this is better. Look at the size of these leaves, you guys. Absolutely gorgeous. And believe it or not, I purchased this pothos from Walmart, and I think it was early spring as well. And I walked in and they had quite a few of them, but none this big. I mean, she just was super sized, and I'm like, oh my God. And so I brought her home. She's in a ceramic pot because it was the only pot that I have that could fit her roots and everything. And so she's been doing well. And the same thing that I do with my Cebu Blue, I do with her. I water her thoroughly. I actually take her to the sink, or I take her to the shower. And I mean, I just drench her. And then she doesn't need water again for 2 to 3 weeks. And because it's now wintertime, it may even be a month. So I just check the soil and let her dry out, almost dry out. And then I water her again. And she is been doing very, very well. But isn't she a beauty? Absolutely gorgeous. So she has been very easy to care for. And I'm going to show you another plant that is in that same category. It might be the day for pothos, you guys. This is, and I don't even remember where I got her from, but she's called a flaming sword pothos. The other one that I just showed you, I don't even really know the proper name for that pothos because I got it from Walmart, and you know, they don't do very well with naming, identifying. They identify the genius, but they won't identify the actual name of the different variety of plants within that genius. So, but this one had a tag, and it was called a flaming sword pothos. And this is another one. Look at her. Is that just has been growing like crazy. What I like about this pothos is she's different, because look at her leaves. They're elongated. You know, most pothos have those leaves like the one I just showed you. And then of course the Cebu blue that I showed you, leaves are elongated, but not like this. She just has her own different look. And then she has variegations here and there, like right here on her leaf. This is actually, let me see if I can show you that. Yeah, beautiful leaf right there. So most of her leaves are green, but then every once in a while she'll come out with this beautiful variegated leaf. And so yeah, absolutely gorgeous. She is just in a clear planter pot. And I, you know, just like the other two, I don't water them often. You know, like I tell you, I drench them and then I leave them alone for 2-3 weeks to a month until they're almost dried out, and then I water them again. But here again, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous plant and easy to grow. So there you have it. Now we're going to switch geniuses here. This particular plant has been easy to grow as well. And I would also say not only easy to grow, but easy to bloom. This is my lipstick plant, one of my lipstick plants. I will be showcasing all of my lipstick plants for Vlogmas Day when I'm dealing with the alphabet L. But I wanted to share this one with you today because she is such an easy grower, and she has bloomed from the time that I've purchased her. She has not stopped blooming. And I purchased her, I don't remember, but it was probably early spring as well, because I got a lot of plants, you know, early spring when all of the stores were, you know, bringing out their selections for the upcoming spring and summer season. And believe it or not, this lipstick plant came from my grocery store. If you guys have Safeways in your area, this is where this plant came from. The Safeway by my home, especially during the spring and summer, not so much in the fall and winter. They still have a little section for plants, but it does, you know, there's not really a lot over there. But in the spring and the summer, they have some really neat plants. And this was one of the plants that they had. And excuse me, and I think she was either $15.99 or $19.99. Is she still in her same pot? Because I may have her, let me see if the tag is still on there. No, it's not. So yeah, but I think she was either $15.99 or $19.99. And when I tell you, she continues to bloom. She was blooming when I purchased her, and she's still blooming. Look at that. And we are in the winter. And she has blooms everywhere. Now, she is very thirsty, you guys. I water her every week. She is, I don't know if it's because my office is kind of humid. I have a humidifier in here, but it's just something about this room. It gets really, really dry. And so she definitely has to be watered every week. But she is just a beautiful, beautiful lipstick plant. And she's not grown out of this this container yet, but I'm thinking that pretty soon I will have to repot her. And just look at it, you guys. It's just anywhere I turn her, they're just blooms. She is absolutely gorgeous. Now, what the exact type of lipstick plant this is, I don't think that it came with that identification. I can look in my notes, and because I kind of try to notate, you know, what plants I have in my collection, just in case I lose a tag. And I don't remember whether I lost a tag on this one or whether it didn't come with one. But I will try to figure that out. And if I can figure out the name, I will put it on the screen for you. And look at her blooms. They're really beautiful, pretty, I would say bright orange color, and then have these little white things sticking out of them. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. So I want to share with you one more plant that has just been a joy to have, or maybe two, we'll see, one or two, but this one I wanted to share with you. This is also a lipstick plant. I have quite a few lipstick plants, and like I said, I'll share all of them with you later on in Vlogmas, but this is my Black Pagoda. Now this plant was blooming just all over the place, but since summer has ended, it stopped blooming, which, you know, I would expect. And she's just growing. When I first purchased her, she definitely was not hanging like this. And I don't really remember. I think I got this from my local Safeway as well. They have a lot of lipstick plants. Well, last summer, I would say they had a lot of lipstick plants, and every time I went shopping, I would pick up one. And she's just doing very well. As you can see, if I turn her over a little bit, she is full. And even though I just watered her, you guys, she is dry. Well, not all the way dry, but getting there. And I usually water on Friday and Saturday, and today's Thursday. So that lipstick plant that I just showed you and this one, they need to be watered every week. And so I know that. And so even when I'm busy, not feeling well, and I have to do what you call like a walk by watering, you know, water here and there, I know that those two plants are plants that I definitely would need to water, because they don't do well drying out. But she is beautiful, and look at the designs on her leaves. And then if you turn her over, I don't want to break the leaf. See if I can do it this way. It has a design on the back of the leaves as well, like that. So absolutely gorgeous plant, easy to grow. Just don't let it dry out, and easy to bloom as well in the blooming season. It bloomed, and so it's just been a joy to have. I haven't had any problems. I haven't had any pests. All of the plants that I'm showing you as I consider easy growing, I took into consideration as to how easy it is to care for them, how fast they grow, how fast they bloom if they have blooms, and whether or not they get pests. And so these plants that I've just showed you are my easiest, and they have never had pests and just never been problematic. The last plant that I'm going to show you, which I am so surprised that this would be in this type of video as far as easy growing, because in the past I have killed this type of plant at least 2 or 3 times. And that is right here, this beauty. And this is, I never can remember her name. I always have to look at the tag. I don't have my glasses on. Let me put my glasses on where I can see what that says. Okay. Canary Island Ivy. Now, I don't do well with ivies. And so I was so shocked well, first of all, let's back up. I saw this ivy there's a nursery we have in our area called Watson's, and I would like to visit them, and I haven't visited them in maybe 2 months. So I just like to go in and walk around. They have plants, they have, you know, pots and anything else you need for your plants, and then they have a little section for clothing and giftware. It's just a really cute plant shop, and then they even have a little cafe. But I would go in and I would see this ivy, and I watched it, and I wouldn't get it because I have killed so many ivies in the past, and I really don't know why they died. So I was like, why should I keep purchasing the plant and if I'm going to kill it? So, but I just kept looking, and I just loved the leaves. And so I finally said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to get this ivy. And you guys, it's not missed a beat. It's been really easy to care for. It's been growing. I water it maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. It kind of maintains the moisture, even though it's in this room. I did have a little bit of browning right here on this leaf, but I think that was for when I was not feeling well and I wasn't keeping up with the watering. But it's only on those 2 leaves. Yeah, everything else is looking great. And so I just think that, you know, it got a little too dry. But isn't it beautiful? Look at the leaves. Look at that variegation. And so this is the only ivy in my plant collection, and she is doing great. So yeah, you guys, and I just have her hanging out right here on the side of this bookshelf. I bought some clips, and she's just hanging there. That way she can get, you know, benefit from the light that is coming through the window that's right by her. So yeah, you guys, that is the end of today's video. Those are my easiest plants. I have other plants that are growing very well, but they did not make it into this video because they're difficult. My Hoyas, they've been growing very well, but I've been fighting mealy bugs, and so I'm not going to add them to being easy growing because you know, they just, it's the and mealy bugs this year. It's been crazy. They've slowed down since winter got here, but I still see you know, a few little mealy bugs here and there. So I am still treating them, and they've gotten on my Hoyas downstairs, and somehow they got into my Millsboro tall cabinet, but only on one plant. Not that I'm complaining about that. But I was able to eradicate that. I haven't seen anything else because, you know, that's a nightmare. Having mealy bugs is a nightmare in itself, but getting them inside one of your cabinets, that is a whole nother problem. So yeah, you guys, in the comment section, tell me what would you consider your favorite, your easiest growing plants, whether it's a genius or whether it's particular type of plants and different geniuses. Let me know what you have found to just be easy going, and not being difficult, you know, not hard to grow, not hard to bloom, and it does not attract pests. So yeah, so this is the end of today's video, and like I always say, you guys, be blessed.